I really feel like people just forget how great our defense could have been, or how great our rise was about to be until all these injuries happened on our defense last year. The Patriots, I'm not stupid anymore. I'm sorry. It's just, it is what it is. Until they're innocent until proven guilty. So it is what it is. Who else did I say?
Rams.
Oh yeah, the Rams. The Rams lost some. They're getting older. They all those big acquisitions they made last year were older players. So now that they're a year older, they lost, Sue, but they still got that boy. They still got Aaron Donald. I'm not knocking them until I see otherwise as well. Yeah. Sorry, I can't do it.
I feel you.
Did you see him doing that bag drill?
Nah.
Oh my God, he's too damn big to be moving that fast. That shit is scary. Like, he moves like someone that's like 220 in the NFL. He moves like a 220 guy in the NFL. This dude's like 295.
Aaron Donald, to me, I came up with a good comparison. Some people say Warren Sapp, which, he's a 3 technique and he moves very well for his position. To me, he is literally, do you remember John Randall from Minnesota?
Yeah.
He is literally the combination of John Randall and Warren Sapp if they fused. Because John Randall wasn't that big of a dude. He was probably like 260, 265 playing D tackle, but he's a fucking monster.
Yeah.
Aaron Donald's about 285, 290. Warren Sapp was bigger. So he's like that right in the middle, but then has literally all their moves, all their power, all their speed.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, he's a fusion of those two defensive players defensive tackles in my opinion. So he's a monster.
That boy is so freaking nice, man.
My top 5 teams going into this league year: Patriots number 1 for me.
You're ranking them like
I'm
1
just
through 5,
I'm just saying I'm
5?
just Patriots number 1.
Oh, okay.
Patriots is number 1 hands down, because even I don't like the moves that they made. I know they re-signed Jamie Collins recently. They gave Element a contract. They drafted N'Keal Harry. I think he's going to be really good for them.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't replace Gronkowski really. I think they signed Benjamin Watson to replace him. So Patriots are number 1. They got Bill Belichick. They got Tom Brady. They're going to win. They're in the AFC East. They're going to win 13 games and get the number 1 seed. Hands down, guaranteed.
They're gonna win 5 games and lose to Miami at Miami.
Right, exactly, exactly. Guaranteed. They're guaranteed. Pencil them in for 5 wins in the AFC automatically.
Yeah,
fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
So Patriots number 1, but then for my other 4 teams, give me Philly, New Orleans, give me San Diego, and then a 5th team.
New Orleans, that's a good one.
A 5th team.
Forgot about New Orleans.
I've got to go L.A. L.A. Rams, excuse me.
Okay. So I thought you was going to go Minnesota.
I don't like Kirk Cousins.
Oh, it's just because of him?
Yeah, he's trash.
That's fair.
Kirk Cousins suck.
Dang.
He does. He's trash.
Come on, man.
He's a great fantasy quarterback because the team gets down a lot of. He'll put up yards in the 4th quarter in garbage time, and he'll put up touchdowns. He'll put up points, but he sucks.
Neither of us said Chicago.
I like Chicago.
Do you think they take a downslide? Or
no,
do you think,
I think they.
Do you think we're overshadowing them?
I think Chicago is definitely going to be right up there, competing for the NFC North again with Green Bay. With that division actually could be competitive.
Green Bay had a hell of a offseason.
Yeah, they did. They really did.
I'll give them that.
They took Chicago's safety, Amos, if I'm pronouncing that right. They drafted another safety in Savage. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers, hopefully. The key with Green Bay is just Aaron Rodgers, if he can stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's been hurt the last, three seasons in a row?
Yeah.
So he's got to stay healthy. If he's healthy, Green Bay is a playoff team, pretty much.
He was healthy last year.
Didn't he get hurt?
They just sucked. Nah, that was the year before.
Oh, I thought he got hurt last year.
Mm-mm.
So we'll see what Green Bay can do. But yeah, Chicago right now, they won it last year, and I think they traded Howard to the Eagles.
Yep.
But they picked up that Montgomery running back who was saying that he could be better than Howard. Trubisky another year in that system. He was decent last year.
Tariq Cohen's still there.
And then they got that defense. They
just don't got no wideouts, man.
Yeah. Who is the number 1 wideout?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, Allen Robinson.
Okay.
Outside of him, they don't really got nobody.
Yeah, so Chicago should be decent, but I want to put them in my top 5 though.
Okay.
Ravens, not yet. Lamar Jackson, I like what I'm seeing so far in OTAs, and it's just OTAs.
That's the only thing that would make me bump them out is if he really becomes like the head that he needs to be. I'm not too sure about that, but
yeah, I believe in Lamar. I think he's doing everything that he can to make sure that he's going to be good this season. He's his ultimate critic. Like, he knows what he needs to work on. He doesn't sugarcoat shit, which I love. So Lamar, is all hindrance on him, how he performs and how he can progress throwing the ball. But the Ravens, I think they would be a top 10 team going into the season. I don't say top 5 yet. Cleveland, I'm leaving out as well. Obviously, there's a hot ticket with all the moves that they made.
Yeah.
But Cleveland,
it's already controversy though.
Oh yeah, with the Odell thing.
Yeah, it's already controversy. He had to leave to get his mind right.
Right.
The fuck? like it's just like what Colin said. Colin Coward said, or however you say his name.
Yeah, Colin Coward.
It's been 65 days since the trade. Why does he need to get his head right? At that time. It was 65 days. That's 2 months. What do you need to get your head right for?
I'm not gonna. I don't know what Odell offseason regimen is. Like, if he was doing the same thing in New York. If this is what he needs to do to put up numbers like he was doing in New York, man, let him go get his mind right. It's OTAs. If he doesn't show up for like the mandatory ones, then I think that becomes a problem.
Yeah,
I get it. You want to get with your teammates. You want to build camaraderie. I understand that. I just think the media kind of overblows that shit. Like, they just try to peg him to be like some terrible piece of shit person. But like,
true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't know nothing about Odell. Like, all I know is that he balls out when the season comes. Sometimes he has little temper tantrums, but what diva wide receiver doesn't? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, yeah, the cowards of the world and shit like that. Like, I try not to pay too much attention to that. I like to see actually, I like to get my reports from the people that's there every day. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I like to get my Ravens reports from actual Baltimore Ravens reporters. You know what I'm saying? I like to get my news from that actual team reporter or, people that's working in that city, not national media propaganda, because they just kind of get a little bit of information and then make a book about it. And it's kind of bullshit, but it is what it is.
All right, so you had Patriots, Philly, New Orleans,
the Rams, and then the Chargers.
Rams and Chargers.
Yeah, I got both LA teams. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the NFC, I think the NFC is gonna be tough this year, man. It's a lot of stacked teams in there. Like, you guys are coming back. I think Atlanta could be really good. And obviously now we're all rooting for Atlanta with Quadre going there. So I think Atlanta could be really decent. I think that division's, between you, New Orleans, Carolina, not so much, because they're saying Cam Newton is probably going to be hurt.
He's still probably not ready. Yeah, to throw and stuff.
And then Tampa Bay is just, you got Jameis. He still hasn't proven himself.
The only thing that makes me nervous about them is the fact that they got Bruce Arians. I really feel like that's an underrated pickup of the offseason for them. Bruce Arians has been successful with quarterbacks his entire career.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for him to see what he can do as a player. I still think he's a piece of shit as a person.
Yeah.
But as a player, this hands down is the make or break year. Either he buckles down and gets it done, or he's got to go.
Both quarterbacks, top two quarterbacks that won that draft, him and Marcus Mariota. This is their year. Like, this is the year where it's either make or break.
Yeah,
either you guys are it, or we need to cut bait and move forward from there.
Yeah,
they got all the tools. We'll see what they can do.
I mean, in Tennessee, they already. I mean, granted, he's not anywhere near an upper echelon quarterback, but they did bring in Ryan Tannehill. And for any quarterback, the last thing you want to see is your team trade for another starting quarterback, regardless of their stature in the league.
Right? I feel you.
That would still scare me, regardless whether I'm a top 5 quarterback or the last quarterback.
Right?
I
feel you.
So Mariota's definitely. He's just got to be healthy, man. Like, I don't know why he's so damn brittle. Like,
yeah.
Got to figure that out, man. He got to start eating right. He need that TB12 diet.
I mean, plus Tom Brady doesn't run like Mariota. So, I mean, that might have something to do with it too.
Right. On the football subject, real quick, who would you peg as your comeback team of the year?
Comeback team of the year. That's a good question. I mean, I guess the obvious choice would be Green Bay. Like, that would be like the consensus pick. They got a new head coach in LaFleur, and he's coming from Tennessee?
I think so.
Coming from Tennessee, but he's an understudy of McVay, I think. And then they're saying that from the reports I've been reading is that they're going to employ more of a running game, so it's going to be more of a balanced offense. They made a couple of key signings on defense. They got my man Zadarius Smith from Baltimore. They got another pass rusher. I forgot his name, Preston Smith, I think, and then a safety from Chicago. So those are some dice moves. So Green Bay can definitely be a bounce back team. Pittsburgh, I expect them to be competitive this year. You got Roethlisberger, you got Tomlin. Juju Smith-Schuster, he looks like he's ready to step up to be that number one receiver.
Yeah, he just made a nice little one-handed catch in OTAs.
We seen what Connor did last year, and then they drafted the kid Devin Bush from Michigan. They moved up to go get him, and I think he's going to be really good. So Pittsburgh is another team that should bounce back in. I wouldn't be surprised if Pittsburgh won the division next year, honestly. Cleveland, obviously you could say Cleveland.
Well, let's just go with 3 teams that didn't make the playoffs that you think can make the playoffs.
Okay, so I'll say Green Bay.
Okay.
Probably the 3 teams I said. Green Bay, Pittsburgh, I think will be in the runnings there for them.
And Cleveland?
And Cleveland.
Wasn't that the 13 you mentioned?
Yeah, I would probably say Cleveland. Like the hype is real.
So do you think y'all put in 3 or do you think y'all are out?
No, don't get me wrong. Baltimore is going to be there.
That's Pittsburgh winning it and what's the name getting a wild card. So you think both of y'all gonna get a wild card?
So what's the question? Are you saying the 3 teams that I think can do it, or the 3 teams the 3 teams I think is going to do it, or 3 teams that I feel like they are going to do it?
Yeah, just the 3 teams. Just pick 3 teams that didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah,
that you say, okay, this year they're in, like they're going to the playoffs.
This year that they're going to the playoffs, I would say Pittsburgh. I would say Green Bay, and then I would probably say Atlanta. I'll probably say Atlanta gets in there. Okay. Cleveland, I'm still skeptical on. Like, they got all the talent in the world, so they should be a playoff team. Mm-hmm. But until I see it, I can't put Cleveland in there because I've been hoaxed before by Cleveland, where they had a nice resurgence season, and then they made all these offseason moves, and then next year they was shit. Like I've seen it before with this same team, so I'm not about to go there yet with them.
I feel you. My 3 would actually be a lot different. For the most part, it would be Atlanta because we did have a losing record last year. I really don't see that happening again. I would actually pick Denver, and then I would pick San Francisco. Those would be my 3 teams that did not make the playoffs that will make the playoffs this year.
Okay. Yeah, San Fran, I get it. That's actually they could make some noise. Like if Jimmy is who he is, if Jimmy is who they say he is. Mm-hmm. They picked up I forgot who they drafted.
You got to remember though, they drafted Nick Bosa, who has a hamstring strain.
Yeah, he says he's going to be out to training camp probably.
But you got to remember they also traded for D Ford.
Right.
They might end up with possibly the best pass rush in the NFC, just off the strength of them too.
Bosa is unproven. He's a rookie. The potential's there.
It is what it is.
The potential's there. If he's his brother, then yeah.
We say we
D Ford was in a contract year. There's a reason why Kansas City traded him.
Well, oh yeah, they paid him.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they paid him.
No, I'm saying like.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
The fact that Kansas City was willing to trade him instead of paying them the money, that kind of rings bells for me. I'm just saying.
A lot of people don't want to pay that money though. It's a lot of money you got to pay defensive ends nowadays.
That's a fact. And they got to prepare to pay for Mahomes' contract because he's going to command. They're saying $200 million, so I get it.
Yeah,
but they traded for fucking the Seahawks defensive end Clark.
Yeah,
pay him
and then gave him $100 million.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So you won't pay D4, but you'll pay this dude that wasn't on your team. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But I get what you're saying. I get you saying on that one.
Yeah,
I get you saying on that one.
I only take Denver because I'm really thinking that. That Joe Flacco might actually get a resurgence.
Actually, I do like that pick, and let me give you some insight on Flacco.
Oh boy!
All right, Joe Flacco is at his best when he has a really good running back behind him. Okay. You look at all of Joe Flacco's season. So he started his career off coming into the league with Ray Rice. Joe Flacco went first round. Ray Rice went second round that draft, 2008. Ray Rice was a top 3 running back, top 3 in my opinion, but top 5 running back throughout his years in Baltimore before the incident that happened in the elevator. And every time that Joe Flacco was performing well, Ray Rice had a great season. And then, Joe Flacco had that playoff run and got a Super Bowl ring.